Go.
So there's a picture on the blog that shows the new shoots pushing straight up on the trunk, and you'll notice that the only buds left on those young trees are those shoots pointing up. And so that would mean these shoots down in here that are side shoots in here would be taken off. It's really easiest if you take off all the shoots on the trunk except for the uprights that you want to keep, and maybe leave a few too many uprights. So maybe they're all an average of 6 inches, but if some are 4 and some are 10 and that's all you have, that's okay. Take all these others off. That will invigorate all the shoots pointing straight up, and once those start to grow aggressively and fairly vigorously, then anything else that pushes down in here you can leave, and they will push back if there's sun in that area. But it is best that first year, and if you didn't do it the first year, it's certainly fine to go in the second year and take off all those buds and leave those buds that are pointing straight. And when you do that, you know, maybe you're to get the tip to grow, pull the tip up a little bit, and you can monitor the height of the tip in these other shoots by how you move this lateral down. Now, when these are developing as a 1 year, that first year, let them all grow, and if you see some of them that are growing just out competing the others 2 to 1 or even more than that, then feel it's perfectly acceptable to go and just break the tip off those. They're going to take about 3 weeks to regenerate. They'll throw some side branches. They won't be perfectly straight, but then when these grow, you can keep these where they're all at the same elevation, more or less, within a foot of each other. And that way you'll get even cane strength or even shoot strength on these as they develop. It's not critical that they're all the same, but you want to keep them fairly comparable. And if you look at the top of this, you can see all these shoots across the top. You've got a weaker shoot here, a weaker shoot here, but all the others are within a foot of each other, in many cases 4 or 5 inches. And if you look at the caliper, they're comparable. And so when you're evaluating what's too vigorous and what's not, it's the caliper and the elevation. And you can tie them up so they stay there. If you have this kind of fruit load, a couple of years later, if it's not tied at the top, this branch will break over and snap.